Boom. Welcome back to Scarland, my friends. We are back for a tour. Why are we doing the tour, you may ask? Well, last year when I completed Scarland, it wasn't the best of times. Sadly, that's when Jelly passed away, and I just couldn't come back on the Scarland. And I think enough time has passed, and I think Jelly would want us to come back and tour the world, and we are back. Look at this. We're wearing our Scarland shirt. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Look. Okay. And look at this, guys. Not only that, we got the Scarland Art Book over here. So if we need to reference anything, if we need to reference things in the Scarland book, we can go like that. Look, boom. Look at that, like that, boom. But guess what? I did technology. You might be being like, Scar, what does that even mean? Boom! I can even pull up the Scarland Art Book here in case we need to reference something as we go along. Look at that technology, that power that I have completed there. Do you see that? You see that? That's what we call BAM! Isn't that cool? And then one other thing I got to show you before we start. Boom. We're going big cam real quick. We're going big cam. I have to be really careful with this. Very delicate. Very, very delicate. Very delicate. Bam. Very delicate. This is the castle that I was gifted at TwitchCon. And of course, yeah, this is Scarlet Castle, and it is absolutely amazing. Now, you'll notice that there's only one flag on. All the flags got knocked off in the process of getting it home. I have them all. I glued this one, and I glued this one back and this one back. This one fell off today because I'm bad at gluing apparently. And then I need to get these ones back on here. I don't know if I picked the right glue. The glue is very like watery, so it's really hard to stick. I need a more like sticky jelly glue, I think, would put them in there. But it's absolutely incredible detail. Like, I hope you guys can see. I'm trying to be really careful here. I'm trying to be very careful. Look at this. Look at the detail. Look at the detail. Look at that. Isn't that incredible? Oh, look. Let's turn around again so you guys can see the back. Look at the back. Look at the back. It's so amazing. It is 3D printed and it is absolutely incredible. Like, just the amount of detail that went into this is absolutely wild. Like, I don't know. I wish you guys could see it like really close. I think you can. Hold on. Let me move my camera so you guys could. Let me zoom in on that. We're doing our best. But yeah, isn't that absolutely incredible?
X300 watched wildlife just now. Oof, dude, that was rough.
It was rough. That's why we're in our happy place, Scarland, right now. But yeah, when we get to the castle, let's take another look at this. I'm gonna very carefully place it down. Very careful. Very careful. Okay, good. Very careful. Yeah, isn't that incredible? Just, I don't know. The community is just so wonderful. We are very, very grateful to have such an amazing community. Oh, shout out. Gotta shout out the other cool Scarland thing. The TCG cards. Remember the TCG card with the Scarland like art book on there? I love our reminiscing of our fun times in Scarland. Look, isn't that cool? Isn't that cool? That's super cool. Okay. Are we ready?
Tip $10. I recently went to Anaheim Disneyland. My friends who watch you with me said your castle is much more impressive than Disneyland's. Smiley face. Excited to see this stream.
Oh, why? Thank you. Well, that's very generous of you, and thank you for that. I appreciate that. Okay. Are we ready? We are ready. So, of course, in Scarland, as you can see, we've got our Scarland ticket to get through the ticket booths. We got our hard hat on. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. The original suit there, looking super, super fancy. So one thing I would like to do while we tour is to answer any questions you have, both of Scarland or any Disneyland theme park related questions. Just feel free to ask. And then the other thing is I really want to fill you guys in on why I did things, how I went about doing them, things I wish I would have done or will be doing in the future, all that stuff like that. So I think it'll be really fun to kind of show you guys the thought process behind things. So feel free to in the chat there to let me know as we go along. So the first things first here, let's fly over here by Sir Grian's base. Now, when I envisioned this area right here, I wanted to do a parking lot. But then Green's beautiful base is right here. So I forego the parking lot. But when we do our return to Scarland in terms of rebuilding, Scarland's going to change a little bit. We may very well have that parking lot right there, which will be really, really cool. So this is one of my favorite parts. So Green built this really cool, like, mythical portal, right? But it was off center. It was off center. And because ever since I started Scarland, right, from Jelly's nose to the turnstiles to the flagpole to the little hole that you can fly through in the trolley, all the way across here, all the way down the track, right across the Jelly and Scar statue, through the trolley. This is all incredibly lined up. I went to great lengths for this. All the way down to the castle, right through to the center gold block spike, just like at Anaheim. It goes all the way through. So when Sir Grian, we'll go super fast back. So when Grian placed it off center, I was like, oh no, oh no. And then he went on a vacation and I moved it. I picked it up block for block and I replaced it in the center. So it's nice and lined up. And I don't know if he ever knew. So I don't know if he ever knew. But yeah, it's all now perfectly symmetrical, lined up right down the line there. And I think it looks pretty cool. I love what he did because it's such a fun transition between my base and his base. And I love that. If you go back to like season 4 of Hermitcraft and Cub and I, we combined our bases together. Cub's like, dude, got a great idea. Got a damn idea. It's going to be amazing. I'm like, oh, this is amazing. So we kind of like combined our bases together. And I kind of feel like we did that a little bit here with Grian's and my base. So that's really cool. And I added this little like portal-y stuff down here as you transition up into Scarland. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Cleo, thank you. We'll start off here. Cleo, big thank you, of course, for making this really incredible armor stand. And then the armor stands we'll see if you know, in the future as we progress through. But look at this. A little family here getting their picture taken in front of the Jelly flower bed, in front of the Scarland entrance. Like, look how cool that looks. Isn't that amazing? Isn't that amazing? Let's see. I'm going to Disneyland for let's a choir tour. Oh, dude, that's awesome. Great luck with your choir and have fun. That's amazing. Cleo is the best, of course. This is a cool armor stand, but Cleo, as some of you probably already know, there's an armor stand further in that is amazing. Cleo taught me everything I know about armor stands because I was able to do some armor stands in the park. I'm excited. Okay, so this area obviously is kind of the entrance. We don't have like ticket booths that are selling tickets. It's one of the things we'll talk about, the things that I regret not getting done, and maybe we'll get some of those things built when we do our here and there streams and or videos on Scarland now. So originally I was probably going to build the ticket booths in this area, or the ticket booths were actually going to be where the exits are. So this would be a place where you just go up to a kiosk and buy a ticket. And then I thought, well, what if I did the kiosks inside here? Because there's a lot of like empty space inside these exit tunnels. So that's something that I do still want to do, is add a place to actually buy a ticket, because I don't know. I love paper tickets. I hate using my phone. So in my theme park, unlike Disney, where you got to be like this the whole time, like, you can't put the darn phone down. My park has paper, tactile tickets you can take home and put on your shelf. It's amazing. Anyway, so this is the area here. We got the jelly flower beds. We have our garbage and recycle bin. As we travel up here, you can see just how fun this is, right? You just get really excited when you see this like grandiose entrance here. And then our wonderful Impulse, our handyman here at Scarland, built us this incredible system where you throw the ticket to the ticket taker and Impulse, we need some maintenance. We need some maintenance, Impulse. Wait, it got denied. Oh, it threw the ticket back at me. Oh man, we're gonna need some maintenance here. We got some ticket issues. Oh no. Sorry folks, park's closed. Moose out front, should have told you so. Okay, it's fine. Maybe a little bit of maintenance here. Impulse, code red, front ticket area. We need maintenance. Emergency. Okay, that's unfortunate. Ah, the good version of Jelly. Well, hello there, Jelly. Oh, how cute Jelly is.
The turkey tipped $20.
Oh, well, thank you. That is very generous and very much appreciated. Thank you. Anyway, that's really unfortunate that didn't work. So these areas right here I thought were fun because these are the exits. And when you go through these exits, I did this redstone myself, as you can see here. That's some pretty advanced stuff. So with that, you can't get back out. See? You can't get back in because you need to use your ticket. So I think that's pretty cool. That's my own little redstone, and it works. So yeah, that's cool. All right, so let's take a look at this. You can see all the cool little flower beds. Now, all the flower beds in Scarland were inspired by Rollercoaster Tycoon. When I played Rollercoaster Tycoon as a kid, I always went a little overboard on like designing all the trees and the plants and stuff like that. And it was always so fun to put all that together. So when designing all of the flower beds and stuff like that, I had so much fun adding the trees, using all the different colors and textures that we have with plants in Minecraft to create these very, very intricate flower beds, which I think are cool. Also, the Buttercup HQ looks so cool from Scarland, as you can see with the tree in the back.
$3. Redstone was either broken or the items had the wrong name, less than 3.
You're right. There's a few issues with the world download I've noticed. It's probably that. It's probably that items had the wrong name. Wait, that's actually a great question. Do I still have it in my inventory? I wonder what it is named. Oh, yeah, I lost the tickets. Yep, that's probably what it is. I bet that would be the case. So yeah, that's the entrance to Scarland. I think it came out really, really cool. It has like a very kind of turn of the century fair, World's Fair kind of vibe to the entrance. And that's what I was kind of going for. We didn't do like a train station because this is like a inspired by a Disney theme park. So this is kind of like my own take on the entrance. And I think all the colors came out really, really nice. And we used my trick of putting honey behind, especially like an orange or a red or a yellow tinted glass, just to really make it pop, especially with light shining through it. So I think that came out really, really cool. I'm very happy with this. I am very happy with this. And now, as we progress into our central plaza area, we've got our town hall on this side. Now, in a traditional sense of like a Disney theme park, town hall is where you go for guest relations. If you have some issues in the park, your ticket doesn't work, somebody was mean to you, you need a button, you need a hug, who knows what. But that's where you go for any like customer service guest relations. So we have that on our left side, and on our right side we got the TCG Arena. So let's start actually with the TCG Arena. This area was built like just around the end of Scarland's, you know, like building phase. I call it like phase 1. So this area was built kind of last in terms of like Main Street builds. Now this area was inspired unintentionally by the Corn Palace. Now, last time we talked about the Corn Palace, we actually saw a Google Trends spike in people searching, what is the Corn Palace? I have a screenshot somewhere of it, which I think is hilarious that we made the Corn Palace trend on Google. Anyway, not intentional, but apparently it very much does look like the Corn Palace in South Dakota. So, and if you want to know what the Corn Palace is, it's not a whole lot. It's not a whole lot. They built it up to be a lot more than it was. Anyway, so this is the big theater. And my idea with this was I was going to build my own TCG Arena. So in Hermitcraft, if you remember, in season 9, we Beef built a whole like trading card game and we could play it. And we had arenas. Like Cub built the pyramid and Doc had one Azuma had one, etc. So I wanted one for Scarland, obviously. And this is the lobby interior. So this is where, of course, you'd go to get ready for the show, which is technically the TCG thing. So you have the theater tickets here. And then, of course, these are all of... I think I took most of my like remaining tokens and the TCG cards and put them up on the walls. Oh, look how cool this looks. Oh, this makes me so happy to be back here. I'm just like ear to ear gritting. Like Scarland is like absolutely my happy place. And then over here, of course, we got the TCG theater refurbishments. Wait, refurbishments? No, refreshments, not refurbishments. So we've got our jelly Slurpees, we got our popcorn, and I think that looks really cool. We got a little stove there cooking up stuff. Now, the sad part about this theater is the fact that it was one of the things that didn't get done. So sad. So we had a lot of room, and this is where it was going to go, and it was going to be a lot like the Vex game show from season 6, as it was going to be like a movie studio TV set, filming set. That's why on the exterior here in the backstage area, we have like cameras set up being ready to like roll into the theater. And of course, the big Vex head was going to be moved in there. Now, that's more of like a nostalgia kind of Easter egg from the game show in season 6. But yeah, unfortunately, this did not happen. Will it happen again? We'll never know, but we might. There's other things in Scarland that I do want to build and do. That we'll see. But yeah, I do wish it could have been complete. But what do you guys think about red carpet? Doesn't the red carpet look kind of cool with the Nylium and then the carpet built in there and stuff like that? I think that looks really cool. I'm just glad we were able to at least get the lobby complete. I think that's one of the things that was my favorite. Now, if we go using my technology, see my technology, guys? See how cool I am with technology? If we look at the Scarland Art Book, as you can see, we started here, right? Oops, you guys can't see that. We started right here, and we've worked our way into the kind of town square here. So there's the TCG building right there. I don't know. Can you see my cursor? I don't know if you can see my cursor. I don't think you actually can see my cursor. I'm so good with technology, guys. It's pretty amazing. It's pretty amazing. Nope, you can't, even though it says selected. I'm so good at stuff. Capture cursor. Yeah, capture cursor. Thanks for not capturing my cursor. I appreciate that. That's so frustrating. Anyway, you can see where we've entered. There's the TCG Arena. If we scroll down through the art book, look at this. Look at these architectural renderings of the TCG building and guest relations. Isn't that cool? Isn't that absolutely amazing from the Scarland Art Book team? Peanut and Hoffen did these two drawings of the architectural renderings of it. Just absolutely incredible. Yeah, but as we go through, we'll kind of look around at that. But yeah, isn't that cool? Anyway, all right. So we have our flagpole. Oh, look at this, guys. Look at this. I love sunset at Scarland. Oh, that's such a magical moment, isn't it? It was such a fun thing when the kind of drawbridge entrance to the castle has the sunset behind it. Isn't that cool? I think I love that part. That's one of my favorite parts. When we get to the castle, we'll talk about the sad things that I never got done in the castle, because I'm looking at it right now and I'm like, be kind of nice if there was a fireworks show went off, if I don't say so myself, you know, but be pretty good. Anyway, okay, let's pop the light back on so we can actually see. Hello, Minecraft? Scar to Minecraft. There we go. Okay, as we descend back into our town square here, we have the trolley tracks that go across here. Now, we used to have a trolley in the center here, but unfortunately that mischievous Cub fan 135 took it to the museum. He took it to the museum. So yeah, that was our original spot there for our purple trolley. We'll take a look at our purple trolley in a minute, but yeah, that was that's where the purple trolley was supposed to go. And then we have our flagpole here in the center. Similar to, say, like Disneyland, where the flagpole's there, and you have the dedication plaque, and of course the kind of like seasonal prop for the park goes like right here, like a Christmas tree or a pumpkin or something can go along there. Anyway, let's work our way into the town hall building. And I did a little trick here that I'm really proud of. Look at the windows. It looks like the windows go up and down, as you can see. So that was a fun little trick I was playing with using kind of like a darker background with a lighter window. So you can see like it either is a shade that's been pulled down or the window's been pulled up. And it's kind of, you know, different varieties of up and down depending on people working in the kind of admin offices of Scarland. So I like that little trick. I think that came out kind of cool in the design there. So as you walk through, you kind of peek through the windows, and that's kind of the important thing I had when
Jackie at 30 tip $10. I just started watching Hermitcraft with season 10, so it's super nice to be able to finally see Scarland.
Oh,
it's
that's
absolutely beautiful. BTW, you're so good with technology.
You know, I do try with technology. I'm a man of technology, a man of many talents of breaking things, and technology is one of them. But thank you so much for the tip. Very much appreciated, my friend. So yes, this is guest relations, and I thought of no better person to work in guest relations with their big old smile than Sir B00 over at the counter, and I think that came out absolutely fantastic. Now, there was some thought put into this. Now, this is a guest relations area, of course, and I did want it to kind of tuck it back a little bit. Just want to kind of tuck it back a little. So you kind of put the kind of maybe the people who are upset a little bit, you know, to the side so it doesn't disturb the rest of the guests. So you have this area where it's kind of a little awning here. And when you walk in here, the first thing you see is not people being upset about something. You see this beautiful tree, right? So you come in here, you don't see people like yelling and waving their finger, which just seems to be common at town hall. So you see this beautiful tree and you're like, oh, that's wonderful. I'm actually going over to the Scarland VIP tour room. That's right, the VIP tour room over here. So if you are going on a special tour, you come over here and you sign up with the most studious man in all of Hermitcraft. Not B-dubs. I'm doing that over again. When you sign up for a tour, you come in here to sign up with the most studious man of them all, the Mumbo of the Jumbo with the mustache. Take two. I think this is cool. I love this. Guys, I'm going to probably say that I love it every single inch of this park because this is like, I'm soulbound to Scarland as I was soulbound to the snail in session 3 of Wildlife. Anyway, so Mumble will get you all set up with the tour. Now, if you're familiar with Disneyland, especially its lore, can you guys see what I'm pointing at here? Let me grab a torch. Wait, where are torches nowadays? I guess I could just search. But where are they? I used to know exactly where torches were. Oh, here they are. It's kind of dark. I'm going to put this right there for a second. So, lore-wise, what is the red and the gray? What's the meaning behind that? Tick, tock, tick, tock, tick, tock, tick, tock, tick, tock, tick, tock. I'm curious. Plaid, exactly, because when Disneyland opened, one of the things, let's go back one click back. Walt loved polo, like the game, you know, with like the stick and the horses and the balls and things. And he wanted, just because of his love of it, he had the tour guides that roam the parks wear like a polo outfit, and they were very detailed. They wore like literally the helmet. They even had like the stick and everything, and then there'd be like a little tag hanging off. It said like Disneyland Tour or whatever. So obviously that costume has progressed to be just kind of like very basic in today's day, but back in the day it was extremely intricate. And those cast members have always had like a dark red and a gray in their plaid uniforms. So that's why just a little homage to the plaids and the tour guides and guest relation cast members in here. So I think that's a little cool little homage to them. And of course, if you're on a VIP tour, you gotta have refreshments. Of course, you got cookies and popcorn and Slurpees and a whole lot more. So this is where you would go to go on your tour. Now, oh boy. So as you guys know, in the lore of Scar, I am both banned from Canada, and I've also committed war crimes, apparently. Apparently me putting this cross here, people told me I committed a war crime by doing that. So that's just a little bit of lore that you've learned from me today. I don't know. It's Minecraft. Anyway, so we got the Minecraft, or the Welcome to Scarland first aid. You've got to have this war crime Scar. You've got to have a first aid area, right? You got to have somewhere for people. If you're going to have a mass amount of people that come into your park, you need somewhere for them to go in case they get sick or they get hurt or something along those lines. So of course, we open up the doors here. We have a very nice little doctor's office here where somebody has a bed. They got some little medically things. The doctor can take some notes. And then of course over here we have the same. So just a nice little area to take care of our guests and make sure they are healthy and happy. Now you'll see eventually there are some armor stands. There's a few more I still like to add that represent like special guests to Scarland. This was a special guest to Scarland during the operation of actual season 9. So back over to Sir B00s. Look at them over there. They're like the three thing, you know, the emoji, the monkey emojis with like I can't hear, I can't see, or can't whatever. It looks like those. And then we have a giant map of Scarland above, which looks really cool. So you would just get into one of these lanes, and then you would go up to you'd go up to B-dubs and, you know, talk about your complaint. Or you know what you can do actually at Disneyland 2? You can give the cast members here a compliment for somebody that was nice to you in the park. So not all complaints, right? Not all complaints. You can compliment a cast member, and you should. Look at how cool the map looks. So there's like the castle over there. This is where we are right here. Love it. So yeah, this is Town Hall for all guest relation needs.
Yes, my favorite creator, War Crimes with Scar. Though to be fair, it is a silly war crime.
That is very true. That is very true. One thing I wanted to do was build up more offices up here, but it didn't get done. But I'm just happy that these interiors are done, and I think they came out really, really nice. So that's kind of the town hall, you know, TCG area of Scarland. So I think this area from above looks really, really cool. Like, look at how cool that looks. You have the trolley coming down, and you have the different walkways, pathways, the planter areas, and you can see from above here how, just like any good theme park, we have a beautiful facade, and then we have kind of like the backstage kind of industrial area, so it really ties in with the whole story. And if I could use a little bit of technology, guys, boom, technology, I think this is really cool. If we scroll up a little bit, you can see the entranceways here, but where is, here it is. I think, yeah, the town square here. You can see from the Scarland Art Book, the artist here, how they created this really cool above shot to kind of show like the train and all the details here. I think that looks so cool. Absolutely love it. Anyway, let's go in some of the shops. So as we progress our way into Scarland, we start here at one of the most important shops, and that is the Giphy shop. It's the Giphy shop. What can I say? The Scarland Giphy shop. Jelly hats and jelly plushes can be for you at the Giphy shop. So the Giphy, if you don't remember, I built the Hawkeye headquarters, which we've got to take a look at the Hawkeye headquarters after this. But so get ready for the Hawkeye headquarters. I originally put a sign there right before the crossover event where it said Hawkeye HQ and Giphy shop open. I meant gift shop, but I accidentally misspelled it Giphy. And just for fun, you guys said that the big main shop here in Scarland should be named the Giphy shop.
Curlsoft Doom tipped $5. Heinous crimes have been committed. Straight to Minecraft jail with you. You're so good with technology, it's almost like you're a professional streamer.
Thank you.
Scarland so much.
All these wonderful comments about my technology. Thank you. Thank you so much for the bits. Very, very much appreciated, my friend. Very, very much. Thank you so much for the tip. This is one of my absolute favorite shops in Scarland. I really wanted these to be incredibly ornate. So if you were at like a Magic Kingdom style park, this would be kind of like an emporium. So like kind of a catch-all shop where all the different merchandise from the park can be found. So when people are exiting after a long day here in Scarland, they forgot, oh dang, I needed that Creeper or that Stormtrooper helmet or whatever, they can jump quickly into the Giphy shop and they can grab that. So we have the nice little podium here in the center. We have jelly plushes, we have clothes, we have a super duper Star Wars fan right here getting some Baby Yoda ears. Now the Mandalorian, the Boba Fett, the Baby Yoda ears, and the Stormtrooper helmet was from Sausage. When the crossover event happened and the members of Empires came to Hermitcraft, Sausage made all this for me for a Secret Santa, and it was amazing. So this is really cool. Look, they got the backpacks, and then an appearance of our favorite BOO again at the cashier stand here, looking absolutely fantastic. I love this. These are some armor stands. I did all the armor stands in here. So learning from Cleo, I took all that knowledge and applied it, and I think it came out really cool. So you have like a little kid here and its dad getting a jelly plushie. There's B-dubs ringing it up. Isn't that cool? Isn't that cool? I love this because each armor stand needs to tell a story. It's what I learned from Cleo. It's like the armor stands need to tell a story just like the builds do. And with this, you got B-dubs ringing up the plushie, and this kid is so excited for his little jelly plushie. Now over here, this is where hermits could come and buy, if I can open this. This is a cursed barrel, never to be opened. What happened to the barrel? It's just like cursed. So weird. Okay then. Is it lag? We are experiencing a decent amount of lag, unfortunately. Like I'm at like, I don't know if you can see it with my big dumb face. Oh no, you can see it just above my big dumb face. I'm getting about 50 FPS. I didn't have this kind of lag in Hermitcraft, but in the single player world, I do. Something probably gets offloaded to the server that now, like in single player, there's no server. I don't know. Whatever it is. Anyway, back to our tour. Looking at all of our wonderful things. We got our Creeper statues here. And then in the back here, I love this. Look at this little kid looking up at the Hawkeye poster. Oh, I love it. I love it. Just a little scene here. The kid and his mom looking up at the Hawkeye poster. Oh, I love it. And then, of course, this is an homage to an attraction that I was going to build that I didn't get built, and that was our Dragon Coaster. So, yeah. Sad saying that, but that's okay. We may be building that in the future. And then Red, huge fan of creepers, as you can see. Huge fan. I love this shot of Red. He's just so excited to get his Creeper Animatronic toy. Oh, I love it. And like I said, all sorts of little bits and bobs in detail in here. Love it. And you might wonder what that little bit of clicking sound in the background is. That's not my microphone, thankfully. That is the sound system to keep the warden that lives in the attic there from killing us. I think in single player that warden died, but in Hermitcraft there was a warden up there named Alan, and Alan was the bane of my existence. Alan was the bane of my existence up here. Yeah, Alan's not in there anymore in the single player world, but in Hermitcraft, I died many times to Alan. Anyway, so that's Town Square here. The first, and then the second shop here is the Scarland Cafe. Ice creams, slushies, churros, and cookies can be found inside here. This might be one of my favorite interiors because I love the chandelier. It's kind of 1920s Art Nouveau look. I don't know. It just looks cool. I don't know. I like it. Anyway, this was an area that I unfortunately did not get done. So I even mocked it up, but I never got it done. So I was going to put 2 villagers in here, and then I was going to put glass surrounding this, and then I was going to use the armor stand mod to place all the different food items in those glass cases. So if somebody were to come up here, like almost like a buffet style, they could be like, yo, I want the whatever. And then they could go off to their tables here. And I didn't get any armor stands of people eating and stuff along those lines, which was a bit unfortunate. Still things that I'd like to do in the future. And one thing I wanted to do with the interiors here is to make them feel bigger than they really are. So the idea with the multiple level balconies here is just to make your eye and your mind wander to like, ooh, what's around there? Ooh, what's that? Because when I was a kid and I went to Disneyland, that's what endlessly fascinated me, was the balconies, the lights on in the windows. Like, is there somebody up there? Does somebody live there? Like, where does that pathway go? Where does that go? Is there more tunnels here? So that's why, like, in the in here, I really wanted to emphasize, like, there's just being a lot of activity that you can't actually access, but it makes your mind wander about like what wonderful things could be up there. I did want to show you this over here. We do have window displays, and this is the Hawkeye window display. So we got the Hawkeye poster there. We have a statue of Hawkeye. Hawkeye's got Hawkeye's TCG card. Hawkeye's got the Hawkeye bow, the volleyball, and what's that? Hawkeye's most notorious kill. Hello, Amor, who's a no Amor? Poor B-Dubs' horse. That is the actual head of B-Dubs' horse. I don't know if he ever knew I did that or not, but yes, that is the horse's head. Do I feel bad about killing a horse? Yes. Do I feel bad about putting that head there? No, that is hilarious.